The Bucks, as we stay in the NBA, fell to the Wizards today, 107-101. Unfortunately, that matchup was marred by the fact that Giannis didn't suit up. Antetokounmpo was sidelined with an illness. Take a listen to who head coach Jason Kidd blames for the loss after his Bucks had a 57-49 halftime lead.
I messed the guys up. It's on me. The third quarter was something that we talked about and just, I didn't do a good job.
Well, what do you mean? I mean, really, what happened there? I mean, did Wall and those guys just come out and kind of take over?
This has just been, a consistent thing that we've been doing for the last, 6-7 games.
All right.
First quarter, we've been down. The third quarter, we've been down. So this falls on my shoulders that I got to do a better job of coaching there in the third. Yeah, they did a really good job of, responding without Giannis. I thought, again, they played well. They played hard enough to win. Coaching has to do, I got to do a better job.
CT, Coach Jason Kidd, pretty hard on himself there with the media, though he didn't necessarily dive deeper into what he meant by his comments, I got to do better. What'd you make of what he said after the loss, blaming himself, and what do you think he might be referring to as to why his team is struggling, he alluded to in the third quarter and the first quarter of games?
Well, I like a coach that falls on the sword. That's kind of what he did. He didn't want his team to have an excuse like Giannis, our star player, is not in this game, so we couldn't win this contest. Because you mentioned it, the Milwaukee Bucks led at halftime of this game at home, so you want to be able to close it out against a Washington team that is not good whatsoever on the road. Washington came in 3-12 on the road. Washington doesn't play good D. When you look at them, they're maybe like 20th in the NBA in points allowed per game. So he wants his team to be able to finish ball games. But when you don't have Giannis, it is tough to win. So Jason Kidd, I'm sure, maybe felt like he could have got a little bit more out of his players, that they should have been able to hold the lead. Maybe they could have been a little bit more efficient running the offense. So I like the coach taking the blame because obviously this is a young team. They didn't have Giannis tonight. Jabari Parker, a very young player. So I like what Jason Kidd did there. He wants his team to feel like even if we don't have Giannis and we're at home, we should be able to pull out victories.